E-commerce websites.
Yeah, e-commerce website, any weather application, or we can say, Instagram, right? So let's go to the next one. Yeah, that is HTTP request. So we can tell that the way a API connects with the the data is through HTTP. Anyone tell me what is the full form of HTTP?
Hypertext Transfer Protocol.
Text markup.
Um any sure answers?
Hyper transfer
Hypertext
protocol.
transfer protocol.
Okay. And is it secure if it's only HTTP?
No, ma'am.
No.
Why?
HTTPS is secure.
Yes, ma'am. Last issued RS.
Yeah. So what does S mean over here?
It's secured.
Yeah.
Secure.
Yeah. So when we browse or we apply a Python code, talks to web server, it use HTTP, which is Hypertext Transfer Protocol, or it use HTTPS. Mostly nowadays it is using HTTPS for securement. Right. So every time you visit a website or call an API, you are making a HTTP request. So common types of HTTP requests are, first is get, to get a data. Okay. For an example, we can say view a web page or fetch a data. So that particularly done by get. The next HTTP request could be post. So post means to send a new data. So basic example, submitting a form or logging to a website. Right. There are two more HTTP requests, that is put and delete. So put is for updating an existing data and delete is for deleting a data. Okay, so 90% time you will be doing get or post. Okay. Am I clear to you guys?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So if you're talking about what happened in a request, so when you send a HTTP request, you send a URL, like where it is going, method, that is get or post, header, extra info like who you are or what you accept, and the third, like the fourth is data, which is optional, like only if you post something or put something, then you require data, otherwise you don't require data. And for the server respond, it's like source code, like status code and data, right? Do anyone know what is a status code? Any idea about status code?
No, ma'am.
Okay, see, basically when just a second. Yeah, okay. So when anyone know about 404 error message?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so
Yes,
basically that's a status code. Okay, like if our request is complete or not, to know that status code, like the status code is popped out. Okay, like for an example, if you don't have the internet connection, then there will be a different status code. Right? Okay, it will be giving a reload or something like that, or you're offline, right? So each and every, like 200 is for okay or for success. 500 is, do anyone know what does 500 stand for?
No, ma'am. No idea.
Okay, so see, 200 is for success, 404 is not found, right? And 500 is server error. So
Server error.
yeah, so these three status code are enough for you guys right now to do any kind of API call, so that you can know whether this is success or not. Okay, I hope I'm clear till here.
Yes, ma'am.
So to install and import request, first what we need to do, we need to write pip install request. Okay, so where should we write this pip install requests?
Command prompt.
Yeah, so if everyone have their laptop, you can just try to write this particular thing in command prompt. And if you have done this particular thing, you can write yes, or you could say yes, we have done this particular thing. Just let me give this to you. How many of you are having laptop right now? Yeah, so just run this particular code in command prompt, okay? Okay. Anyone else left, or should we move to the next part? Okay, so to import this particular request, open a virtual studio, or you can open any kind of Jupyter notebook or anything, and you just need to write import request, and then it will be imported from the particular thing we have installed. Okay. Go to the next one. Yeah. This is to make a simple AI call, like API call. So here it is the we can say it is a live code example to fetch data with request. Okay, so first we need to write import request. Then here, as you can see, we have given a response request dot get. From where do we need to get? We need to get it from this. This is a public API, by the way. Okay. So what this API have the data is any name which is there in their data set would be identified by age. Okay, so we can get their age, and we can get how many kind of like how many number of people are there of that age, like particular count. Okay, so this code is basically for that, and here is the status code which we would be seeing after all the process. Okay. What is JSON? So what is a JSON data? Anyone have any idea about JSON data?
Like pairs, ma'am.
The data will be stored in objects
Pair
form, object form.
Yeah, so basically you guys know what is a JSON data. So can anyone tell me what is the full form of JSON?
JavaScript object notation.
JavaScript object notation.
Yeah, right. So we get a data, like after the API request, we get the data in which format? What is this format? It's a like what this
Object format.
no dictionary format, guys. So yeah, somebody told dictionary. That's correct. So we get data as dictionary. Just like in Python, we get that same data, and JSON is lightweighted and easy to read also. Okay. You're clear till here, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So for clearing a JSON data, or for getting a clear cut in answer to your question you have put in the request, what we do phrasing JSON in Python. Okay, so data equals to response.json, like the response we got from JSON, from the JSON data, then print. For an example, in the previous part, we have used a API that contains name and age, right? So what this will do? This will print the name and the age that we have received in a clear format. Okay, so this turn the JSON string into a Python dictionary, so we can access the field easily. Am I clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So let's go to the next. Handling API errors. As I have told you, 200 is for success, right? Okay, sign that is we can say that, yeah, we already have reached something, we can get the answer. When it is 404, it will respond you as a which error? Not found error. Then for 500, it will be server error, right? So this particular code, if response status code is 200, okay, then data equals to response Johnson JSON. So what it will give? It will give us our data, and if it will give us the code that are we like actually succeeding or not. Then if we are not succeeding, it will print the error that we are facing. Okay, and the response status code. Okay, so by this particular code, we can see if our API request is successful or not. Let's go to the, okay, so basically we are going to have some practice example right now. And yeah, the real world use case, we are seeing social media analytics, currency converter, chatbot also. How many of you have used chatbot from Gemini?
I have used it, ma'am.
Yeah, so we use API, right? There is a API key over there, right?
Do need to create it, ma'am.
Sorry?
Like we need to, when we need to log in, and then there we will
Yeah,
find a repository. There we can create API.
yeah, right. So we create an API key. That particular API key is used in your project or any kind of thing you're doing. Am I clear till you guys? Do you have any doubt?
No, ma'am. Clear.
Okay, so we will be having a small, practice session right now. Just a minute. So is this code visible to you guys?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So you can see here, I have already installed the request part. So first, what did I do? I did import. Okay, then I use the URL. So this is the URL. For an example, I want to find someone's name. Okay, let's find Abhishek. Yeah. So I want this particular data, right? So this is my the data I want. This is the URL. Then what we need to do? We need to get a request from the URL. Okay. So let's just run this particular code. Yeah, it's running. So here you can see, right? Is it visible to you guys? You can see here.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
200 is our status code, right? And then the name we got, the I input is Abhishek, and the age is 26, right? So
Ma'am, from where it has been fetched, ma'am? Like where the backend server, where it is.
yeah, so see, this is a public we can say app that contains different names and age. Okay. So from there backend we got we got the data over here.
Ma'am, like source, which source?
Agify actually.
Okay.
Wait, just let me give you this particular. So if you guys want to try, you can try from here. I will be giving you some APIs right now. So this is basically from API. We are not generating an API key right now. Okay. It's just we are requesting a response from them. Got it?
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. So which format is like this one? Anyone? What is the format?
Dictionary.
Yeah, it's basically a dictionary format, or it means a JSON format. So I want you guys to write a code to me right now to make this particular thing in clear format, like the normal reading format. Okay. Am I clear till here, guys?
Sorry, ma'am, please repeat.
I see. I just let me give you this particular code also. So this is my code for fetching the data, right? The data is a name and their age. Okay. So the thing I got is in JSON format, or we can say a dictionary format. I want this in a sentence, clear sentence format. So what would I do? Like you guys can write the code in in chat. So that would be nice. Okay, Abhishek, let's see if we can use this over here. Am I doing correct, Abhishek?
Ma'am, instead of PD, I think it should be data from DF.
I should put here DF, right?
Once check. I'm not sure, ma'am. Just I'm scoping, overthinking.
Okay, but why DF? Am I giving any kind of data set over here or anything?
It is fetching over a source data set.
So if I run this, this will give me, a sentence format, right? I guess there is an error. That is, DF is not defined. So what should I do? Any idea? You have time to think. There is no problem. What about others? Guys, do fast. Okay. So Abhishek, did you find the answer, or should I explain it to you right now?
Explain it. I'm little
Yeah.
bit confused over it.
So you first wrote here PD, right? So this can be one of the format, but the thing is, we need to import what? Pandas. Am I right?
It's not.
Yeah. So after importing pandas as PD, then what we need? Mhm. So then we need data equals to just fonts.
Speed.
So what this particular thing will do, it will save the data we are getting. Okay. Or you can say it will convert the response into dictionary. Okay, the data equals to response.json. Then what we can do? We can just write df equals to we didn't uh, okay. So what would be the output? See here, how did we get the output right now? So is it in a sentence format, Abhishek?
Yeah, ma'am. It is in tabular format.
It's a tabular form. Uh, like nice. Okay.
They found the same, ma'am, but there I'm trying that dot JSON underscore loads, ma'am. So it's getting showing me error.
Sorry, what?
I just did the same, but instead of dot JSON, I had kept dot JSON underscore loads. So it's not
Oh,
loading.
okay. Yeah. So see, working with JSON file is kind of difficult, but you can do small things over here, right? But this is not the answer I want. I want it in a sentence. But no one is responding today. Okay, so I have told you about phrasing, right?
Yeah.
So any idea then what to do?
Get off name, get off age. Like,
Yeah, right. So just let me put this one. We can do like, right, because we want to make sure that our Python, we are getting successful at requesting them, right? So if it's correct, then data equals to response. Then what we need? We need name equals to data. Okay, am I clear till here? Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So after writing if, we could say print. mm, Okay.
मैम एरर देगा ये
क्यों एरर देगा?
मैम इसके बाद आपने कोलॉन नहीं लगाया
हाँ,
इसके बाद कोलॉन नहीं लगाया इसमें
सही बोल। यहाँ पे क्यों एरर दिखा रहा है, कोई बोलेगा? ऐसे रेड क्यों आ रहा है?
double equal to.
Yeah, right. बहुत टाइम बाद बोल रहे हो गाइस।
मैम समझ नहीं आ रहा आज कुछ इसलिए
See, it's pretty easy. Just you need to know how to take the data from JSON. This is very simple. Like most of these things will be you can say, like if you're working with an API, basically we will be using API keys in our future projects, right? But like this one is for just knowing that if you're getting any kind of JSON file, then how you can approach it. Okay. So just remember how to deal with JSON file and it will be easy. Okay. So see over here, I just wrote a if else command over here. Okay. So what it tells that if we are getting the response or we're getting a source code as 200, which means success, then store the data. Like how it will store, like the all the data we are getting from the JSON file, it will be stored in a dictionary format. Then we need to extract the data, that is name and age, and then we need to print in this particular format. Till here it is clear, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
yes ma'am
Then else, if we are not getting a status code as 200 or as 404 even, then it will be print sorry. Okay, let's run this particular thing. So see here. Okay.
yes ma'am got it
Okay. So any doubt till here?
no ma'am clear
So should we do a small Q&A then?
sure ma'am
Okay. So there would be some tough questions, but most of them will be easy. Okay. Just let me. Yeah. So the first question is, what does an API do?
ma'am it integrate all the
Anyone, guys, anyone. Just raise your hands and I will tell you. Okay. Yeah, tell uses.
It basically works in the backend to integrate all the tasks we are performing without knowing the uh, viewer that what task is performing.
Okay. So wait,
Ma'am,
basically,
it is a communication mode, communicator in between the user and as well as the source server.
okay. So basically, it connects your code to other programs or to websites. Okay. So the
Yes.
next thing is, what is the role of request library in Python? Raise your hands. I will give you options also. First option is to design a website. Second option is to visualize data. Third option is it sends HTTP request. And fourth option is, okay, fourth option is it gets requests from other websites. So which one is the correct option? Yeah, Abhishek.
It's an HTTPS request, ma'am.
Okay. What about others?
Same.
Yeah, correct answer. It sends HTTP request. Pretty easy questions, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So this is the next question I'm sending you right now. Yeah. So can anyone explain me what this particular sentence do?
It
It
will
will
get
request server.
Anyone, just raise your hand.
It will request the
Uh,
server
okay.
to get name as Elon.
Okay. Anyone else? I guess Dhruv, you were just speaking.
yes, ma'am. It
Yeah.
just basically sends the request to the site and get the age of the name Ellen.
Okay. What about others? See, you guys will be marked accordingly. So yeah. It retrieves the data name. Okay. Okay, so the next question is, how do you convert the response into JSON Python, dictionary? Yeah, Abhishek.
Ma'am, after importing pandas, we will arrange the response into like a text form, like JSON form, response.json function.
Option D, response.json.
Okay. Okay, correct answer. That is option D. Okay, the next question is, so this is a code, right? So you need to just get age. What would you write?
Ma'am, data age maybe.
Like how?
Ma'am, I have sent in chat box.
Yeah. Okay. Bruce, sorry, it's wrong. Abhishek, it's wrong. See, how you get any kind of, data from a dictionary?
I'm like asking for the key value pairs, asking key value pairs.
So how you write it?
Wait, ma'am.
No, Abhishek, it's not correct. Okay. So everyone can see over here, Lokesh has sent. So get age equals to data, then age. Like it is given in a quotation. So Dhruv, you didn't write the quotation, so it would be giving a error, right?
Okay, ma'am, got it.
So you can just write like this. Let me send it. Yeah, right. Kriti have just sent it. Correct. Okay. So what is the status code like for okay or success?
Ma'am, 200,
For server not found?
500.
No. Okay, server not
404.
found. Yeah. Okay. So guys, for server not found, what it is?
Ma'am, 500.
500 or 404?
405.
So how many of you are telling me 404? Okay, one, two. Mm. So basically, you can say around, okay, 4 numbers. So how many of you are telling me 500 is server not found? Or we can say server error. So see, see guys, 404 is not found, or we can say server couldn't find it. 500 is server crashing, or we can say server error. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so Dhruv, 500 is server error and 40 is not found. Am I clear now?
Yes, ma'am, got it.
Okay. So let me give you a bit hard question right now. Just a little bit. Okay. Mm. Okay, so can you guys find out what is the current Bitcoin value?
Ma'am, it's close to 50 lakh.
Okay, but I want in a code format, not in like telling.
Okay, ma'am, got it.
Yeah. So let me send you the API that you can use. So this is the API. Now find me the current price of Bitcoin. So first you need to fetch the data from API. Okay, then you need to phrase it using JSON response and print in a clean format. Okay, am I clear? I will just give what the things I need. Yeah, so fetch the data from the above API, then phrase the JSON response, then print this in a clean format. Okay. I guess it's wrong, Abhishek. So, like, okay, like, is this code running in your laptop, Abhishek?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I think where exactly you are finding error, ma'am?
So, in phrase, okay,
Yes.
like session dot request got unaccepted keyword argument, that is phrase. So, can you explain me this particular code?
Yeah, ma'am. Firstly, we will using the URL, like it will fetch the like current price dot JSON, like CoinDesk, ma'am. CoinDesk server it will fetch, and we are giving the IDs as ID as Bitcoin and VS price as USD. So then next it will generate the request into like tokens, ma'am, and the next then the response will be converted into JSON format, and then it will print the response.
Okay. So, what if we just cut the phrase part? Okay, and we just write, like, this particular thing. Let me give you this particular code that I just. This is also correct, right? But it will not give a clean format. The location is correct. Hello, am I audible to you guys?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay, so let me give you the, like Lokesh code is correct and Abhishek code is also correct. I just, simplified it and you can just convert it into, phrase it and give a proper solution for it.
And check mine. Maybe it's correct.
See, uh, Dhruv, I guess. Yeah. So you can see here you're using BTC underscore price, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So you have not defined it.
Okay, ma'am. Wait, let me define it again.
Like, so basically, you have done the correct thing. You just need to define it. Then you would get, like add a third statement over here that BTC underscore price is something. Because here you can see you have written print the current value of the Bitcoin is BTC underscore price, but here BTC is not defined anywhere.
Okay, ma'am. Got it. Got it.
Yeah, yeah. So guys, any doubt till here? Guys, any doubts?
I'm clear.
Okay. So you guys can try one more thing to get what we can say. Basically to get a image from a URL. Do you have any idea about it? Or you can say get a dog image from a URL. So let me give you a question then. So this is the particular question. If you guys want to, copy paste it, you can copy paste it. And I would be seeing this in the next class. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. So thank you guys for today's session. I hope you understood, right? Or you guys have any doubts?
Ma'am, clear.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you guys.